This is a presentation for California Intercontinental University (CAU) Program Doctorate of Business Administration (DBA) GRC 305 subject presentation conducting a correlational analysis. Introduction. This presentation is an analysis of a correlation among different company accounts. Some of these accounts are income, debt, savings, stocks, etc. Before details the correlation among accounting accounts, it's important to define what correlation is. According to Buxton 2008, correlation coefficient gives a numerical summary of the degree of association between two variables. As well, Sayaga and Gonzalez 2006 say the correlation may be described as the degree of association between two variables. Also, it's important to define inference. Online Merriam-Webster Dictionary 2019 defines inference as the act of passing from statistical sample data to generalization, usually with calculated degrees of certainty. Analyzing the different correlation coefficients for company account. Analysis of correlation coefficient income versus saving. On the right of this slide, it's possible to see the scatter plot income versus saving. The interpretation for this scatter plot is the scatter plot 01 shows a dense cluster very defined. The cluster is biased from left to right in a descending way. This means that income is correlated to savings in a positive way. It is to more income, more savings. Analysis of correlation coefficient income versus wallet. Interpretation. The scatter plot 02 shows a total correlation between income and wallet. In this case, exists a 45-degree line formed by income versus wallet. This ascending line from left to right indicates that to more income, more wallet in the company accounts. Analysis of correlation coefficient debt versus savings. Interpretation. The scatter plot 03 shows a dense point in the middle of the cluster. This cluster is not totally defined. Then the drawn line is on a horizontal line. The cluster for this case indicates that between debt and savings, the correlation is not absolute. Also, these two variables are not dependent on each other. Analysis of correlation coefficient income versus savings. Interpretation. The scatter plot 04 shows a dispersed cluster not defined. The cluster is biased from right to left. It is a descending way. This means that income is correlated to savings in a negative way. It is to more the fewer stocks. Analysis of correlation coefficient debt versus savings. Interpretation. The scatter plot 05 shows a cluster of dense points in the middle of the scatter plot. This cluster is not totally defined. Then the drawn line is a horizontal line. The cluster for this case indicates that between debt and wallet, the correlation is not absolute. Also, these two variables are not dependent on each other. Analysis of correlation coefficient income versus savings. Interpretation. The scatter plot 06 shows a dense cluster very defined. The cluster is biased from left to right in a ascending way. This means that saving is correlated to wallet in a positive way. It is to more savings, more wallet in company account. Conclusion. The scatter plots correlating two variables permit to know what's the company account situation. For this particular case, exists a positive correlation in several company accounts, such as income versus savings or income versus wallet. This means that to more income, more savings and wallet. Also, there is a negative correlation. This particular case is for debt versus stocks. This means that to more debt, fewer stocks. These indicators show that the analyzed company is in economic terms a healthy company. Thanks for watching.